Tonight on NewsCenter, the results are in. We talk with Morehead State University's newest student government president and vice president about their future plans for the organization. Plus, fluffy friends are all over the place as students get the chance to learn more about one campus organization. And what's a talent without anyone to see it? Students are missing out on the chance to showcase their talents, and we learn why. All of this tonight and more on NewsCenter.
Good evening and welcome to NewsCenter. I'm Jaden Morgan.
And I'm Abby Stitt.
We want to remind our viewers that they can watch us live at 5 on twitch.tv/MSUTV77 and on campus cable on Channel 85. Here's what's making headlines for March 31st, 2022.
Morehead State held a vigil last week after a spring break car accident left one student dead and two injured.
Stephen Breckenridge Bowling, Breck to his friends, died Wednesday, March 15th in Florida. Bowling of Jackson, Kentucky, was a junior computer engineering major and a member of Alpha Sigma Phi fraternity. Grayson Rulin of Lexington and Christian C.J. Schneider of Morehead were also injured during the accident and remain hospitalized in Florida. The vigil, held on March 22nd, featured speeches by Bowling's fraternity brothers and members of his family. Bowling's father, Stephen, spoke of his son's love and enthusiasm for life and challenged students to keep his light shining.
My son lit up this campus, sometimes more than he needed to. That was great. Find who you are and be that. Love someone. Show this world. When you do that, my son never died.
Bowling's family is establishing a scholarship in his memory. For NewsCenter, I'm Lacey Wallace.
Fundraisers for the scholarship and for Rulon and Schneider's medical costs can be found on GoFundMe. We will be right back after this.
Camden Carroll Library has a variety of services to offer, including database access, MSU archives, reservable class space, the Tutoring and Learning Center, and more. Whether you're an MSU student, faculty member, or someone diving into a research project, Camden Carroll Library is there to support you. For more information, visit Camden Carroll Library online today.
In the center of Morehead State is the Claypool Young Art Building. This building is home to the university arts like web design, studio arts, fine arts, and more. On the second floor, there is a working art gallery. And this gallery is open to students to enjoy the art and some quiet during their workday. Located all over the building and along the hallways, there are student-made displays. Head over and check it out.
A Mount Sterling man was arrested after homemade pipe bombs were found in his car at a Morehead Park. Buffy Literal, age 46, was stepping out of his car on Rodburn Hollow Park when the Morehead Police Department arrived, responding to a report of a reckless driver. When police were speaking with Literal, a canine unit alerted to the presence of drugs and the car was searched. Police say alongside meth, pills, and paraphernalia, 5 live bombs were found in the vehicle. Literal is currently being held in the Rowan County Detention Center for public intoxication, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of a destructive device. We will be right back after this.
A student talent show to be held on Tuesdays was canceled. NewsCenter talked with the organizer on why.
What was supposed to be a gathering of students showing off their creative skills for entertainment has been canceled.
It was kind of hard to get the event advertised at first, and there wasn't a lot of people signing up for auditions.
That was Matthew Tackett, a junior biomedical sciences major and the coordinator for Morehead's Got Talent. He wanted to continue the tradition of holding the event yearly.
It was a very popular event in the past, and then because of COVID, it lost a lot of the speed that it had and the popularity that it had, and most students on campus nowadays don't know that it is a very common event that we have every year.
Only 8 participants signed up for this year's talent show, with multiple participants dropping out as auditions continued.
Weekend right before the event, I had half my acts drop, and it just wasn't right to have 3 winners and 4 acts in the talent show, because that would just mean one odd person out, and I didn't want to do that to that person.
Matthew Tackett is going to try his hand at holding the event next fall in hopes of drawing more attention towards it and more participants.
It's usually done in the spring, in March. We might try and do it in the fall to see if it can get enough speed by then, but we definitely plan on having it next March. And advertising it a bit better, trying to get even more people involved.
Reporting for NewsCenter, I'm Jonathan Burton.
For more information on campus events, visit the Eagle Link website or follow cab_MSU on Instagram.
The Student Alumni Association has been hosting iHeart MSU Week this past week. On Monday, the group hosted Tag Day. Tuesday was an ice cream party, philanthropy party at Rolled Over Ice Cream. Yesterday was the 24-hour giving challenge to donate to scholarship funds. And today is Thank You Thursday to thank alumni. And tomorrow is the last day to apply for the scholarship. This is an annual event to help raise funds from MSU students and alumni to give back to the university that they love. For more information, visit the Student Alumni Association Instagram page at MSU_SAA.
The Student Government Association's Executive Board elections were held this week. I met up with the newly elected president and vice president.
Me and Chloe sort of joined SGA at the same time together, and funny enough, we got put on a project together 2 years ago about.
Yeah.
So that was the first time me and Chloe kind of got involved with each other, but we work really well together.
Yeah, we have a very good dynamic, and we trust each other very well, and we know that we both have a shared love for the student body, so, you know, what a better pair than that.
Marcella was previously the vice president of finance, and Crank, her chair.
I was like, if this is what I'm passionate about, this is what I'm going to do. So I worked my way up to finance because Emily was still here, of course. I didn't want to step on her toes at all. She does a great job. And I've just been watching what she does, and I realized it's, you know, what I love, being there for students, helping students, and sharing the love that I have for this university. So.
As 2 new executive board elects, the duo is excited for what's to come.
We really want to extend SGA's resources to the student body, even more so than we've already been able to do, because that's what we're here for. You know, as elected representatives, our job is to make sure that fellow students have what they need to be successful in any sort of endeavor they wish to undertake.
The other new board members are Tess Ruman as VP of Administration, Austin Wagner as VP of Finance, Carmen Vasquez as VP of Public Relations, and Presley Boyer as VP of Campus Involvement. Reporting for NewsCenter, this is Abby Stitt.
Congratulations to all those elected to serve the student body this next academic year.
Morehead State Housing and MSU 4 Paws partnered together to host a Kahoot night last night from 6 to 8 in the ADUC Theater. NewsCenter was there.
The event we're hosting tonight is a fun Kahoot game night, and it features some questions about our organization, some questions about 4 Paws in Xenia, Ohio, and then some dog trivia about famous dogs in media. We are just trying to do a program to kind of get our members involved and get people in the community involved and experience the service dog life.
To learn more information about MSU 4 Paws and how to join, visit their Instagram at MSU 4 Paws.
Button Auditorium will host a student production of Steven Universe, the movie, the musical, April 9th, 10th, and 11th. The curtain opens at 7 p.m. each night. Ticket reservations were available this past week, but will be available again April 5th and 6th. Admission is free at the door on a first-come, first-served basis. For any questions, email sumusical87@gmail.com. NewsCenter will hear more from the cast and crew next week.
The Morehead State University's Department of Music, Theater, and Dance is presenting Rebecca Gorman O'Neill's play, Lucia, which tells the story of Lucia Joyce, daughter of James Joyce. The play follows Lucia from her career as a professional dancer to her long-term stay in a mental health care facility. MSU's production of this play is the first time it will have been performed with an onstage element of dance. The play opens tonight, Thursday, March 31st, and will run through April 10th. Tickets are $11 for the public, $6 for seniors and non-MSU students, and free for MSU students. Call the box office at 606-783-2170 to reserve tickets.
It's now time to take a look at our user-submitted photos from this past week. What do you think about that strong wind we got last week, Callie?
Well, Abby, those winds last night were really strong. Some places in eastern Kentucky saw like 80 miles per hour winds, and power lines, don't even get me started on that. Take a look at this first photo that was taken last night. It was from Flemingsburg, which wasn't too far from Morehead, and look at that. There was a decent amount of hail that fell. Mixed with the strong winds, it was a dangerous night. This next photo shows how quickly conditions can change this time of year. It was taken yesterday before all the winds picked up, and look how beautiful and calm spring day it was. The trees and flowers are blooming and the weather is getting better, but we have to stay cautious as we move forward into the fire season. Take a look now outside of Breckenridge Hall here. As you can see, that it is cloudy and there is a slight breeze, so if you're going to class, better take a jacket with you. And when we come back, we'll have your full weather forecast for you.
Thanks, Hallie.
You're welcome.
Later on in the program, we will hear about how the March Madness tournament is coming along and what students have to say about their brackets.
Well, I had a lifelong dream and a goal to move to Las Vegas. So when I moved out, each hotel had their own house band. And I started a 3-month union residency to become a member of the community. And then about 2 weeks after that, I got a call out of the blue asking me if I wanted to go on the road with Buddy Rich. And I knew that at some point in time I would always want to come back and teach college somewhere. I just never thought in a million years that I would wind up where I began.
Career Services offers many different services to both students and employers. We're here to connect students with employers and graduate programs. We help students along in the process of polishing their resumes and getting ready for interviews.
How's it going, Eagles? I hope you survived that harsh weather that we had last night. It was very severe all over the state of Kentucky. Like I said earlier, in eastern Kentucky, some places saw 80 miles per hour and electric lines were down for hours. The current conditions outside right now is cloudy, 52 degrees. The humidity is 74, which is about the normal humidity we see this time of year because showers can pop up any second. Wind's about 14 miles per hour, so a nice breeze walking to class, but I would take a jacket since it's 52 degrees outside. Now looking at the state as a whole, Paducah's at 50, Bowling Green at 49, Louisville at 54, Frankfort 47, London 53, Lexington 47, Ashland 60, and Morehead State, in Morehead, 52 degrees. Now looking at today's forecast, it's mostly cloudy skies with tonight's forecast, mostly cloudy skies with a low of 36. We're about to that freezing point, so be careful tonight because you may need to carry a jacket because of the temperatures. Chances of rain are lower compared to these last few days, 40% chance. Sunset at 7:56 p.m. Now for tomorrow's forecast, partly sunny skies with a high near 48. Better conditions that we've seen these past couple of days, but still not as good as we've seen for Wednesday with highs around 80 degrees. The The high for tomorrow is 48. Sunrise at 7:18 a.m. Now looking at your 7-day forecast, as you can see for Thursday, 54 degrees is a high, mostly cloudy skies with a low of 36. Friday, here's the kicker. Even though it's spring, there is a slight chance for snow for Friday. So if you're heading to class, you better be careful and take a jacket. Partly sunny skies with a low of 32. For Saturday, it will be mostly cloudy with a high of 57, with lows around 39. And then as we go into next week, Sunday is 57, mostly sunny skies. Better weather than what we've seen these past couple of days, lows around 38. And for Monday, 64, partly sunny skies. Great weather for your commute to class with a low of 48. Now Tuesday, not so great weather commuting to class, 67, but mostly showers. So take an umbrella or a rain jacket, lows around 54. And for your Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies with a high of 69 and a low of 50. When we come back, we'll get all the latest news in MSU sports, and we'll hear how students are faring up against this year's March Madness tournament.
Did you know that MSU offers all students a shuttle bus for stops on campus? After starting an overflow at 7 a.m., the shuttle makes its way to Baird Music Hall. Next on the stop is the bell tower, and then ADUC. Before heading back to overflow, the shuttle makes its last stop at Share. The shuttle runs from 7 a.m. to 3:15 Monday through Friday, with a lunch break of 10:45 to 11:45.
Camden Carroll Library has a variety of services to offer, including database access, MSU archives, reservable class space, the Tutoring and Learning Center, and more. Whether you're an MSU student, faculty member, or someone diving into a research project, Camden Carroll Library is there to support you. For more information, visit Camden Carroll Library online today.
Wow, this trash is piling up. I need to throw it away.
Don't be rash. Recycle your trash.
In the center of Morehead State is the Claypool Young Art Building. This building is home to the university arts like web design, studio arts, fine arts, and more. On the second floor, there is a working art gallery, and this gallery is open to students to enjoy the art and some quiet during their workday. Located all over the building and along the hallways, there are student-made displays. Head over and check it out.
Hi, my name is Bo Smith, and I'm here with your NewsCenter weekly sports updates. First up, we have MSU Beach Volleyball. They traveled to Chattanooga last weekend to start off a 4-game series against 4 different opponents. Early that afternoon on Friday, the Eagles faced Chattanooga, losing 4-1 to start out the series. The third pair for MSU, Bella Williams and Olivia Monteliscani, held off the Mocs in a 3-set bid, but the other 4 pairs fell to the home team. Later that day, the Eagles went up against Austin Peay and fell once again, this time in a close 3-2 loss. Williams and Monteliscani were once again the bright spot for MSU, with assistance from Margaret Musselman and Abby Holzman winning their own set. The effort was not enough, though. On Saturday, which was the final day of the 4-game series, the Eagles went up against UT Martin, which resulted in a 4-1 loss. In this match, Olivia Lohmeyer and Allison Witten were the ones to win the set for the Eagles, but the rest of the MSU pairs fell valiantly to the Skyhawks. Final game of the set was later that day when MSU took on Eastern Illinois and bounced back to take a 4-1 victory to close out the weekend series. Every court except for Court 2 saw an MSU victory to contribute to the big win. After the OVC set, the Eagles have a 1-3 overall league record and a 4-6 season record. The girls will be back in action next Tuesday in a doubleheader versus Catawba and North Carolina Wilmington. Next up, we have MSU baseball as they took on Murray State last weekend in the OVC opener series, and they also faced Northern Kentucky this past Tuesday. Starting out the series, the Eagles suffered a close 7-6 loss to the Racers, While 3 MSU players were dominant and combined for 7 hits and 6 runs batted in, but could not combat Murray State's numerous dominant offensive displays throughout the game. On Saturday, MSU bounced back and secured a nail-biter 8-7 win against Murray State. MSU came back from as much as 6 thanks to a grand slam and a couple of home runs, an overall highlight reel out there. The last game of the weekend saw the Eagles close out the Racers in a dominant 10-2 win and take their first OVC series of the season 2-1. Capitalizing off of great pitching early, MSU kept their foot on the gas, allowing Murray State's first run to be all the way in the 6th inning. As we fast forward to Tuesday, MSU traveled to Highland Heights, Kentucky to take on Northern Kentucky and taking the game in a 4-2 win. The game was overall a close one. They both battled for the lead going into the 5th inning until the Eagles closed the door on the Norse with great performances from various players. After the strong display these past few games, MSU baseball's record stands at 10-14, as the Eagles wish to ride this momentum into their weekend series, traveling to play against Tennessee Tech starting tomorrow. Next up, March Madness has been going on for the last 2 weeks, and it seems to be busting brackets as usual. With the Final Four taking place in New Orleans this year, we get to see the last 4 remaining teams battle it out to sneak into that national championship game. Kansas heads into the Final Four after beating Miami this past weekend to face the battered Villanova Wildcats, who come off a close win against Houston. Our second matchup sees Duke, who defeated Arkansas, take on their all-time rivals North Carolina, who beat St. Peter's and their historic run. Seeing as we're heading towards the conclusion of the tournament, I talked to a couple of students in Moorhead to see how they've been enjoying the tournament, and here's what they had to say.
So, I don't really know what to think anymore because I'm not really rooting for anyone anymore. I'm a big UK fan, and them getting out early was a big L for me. So, it is interesting to see some of the lower lives get up in there, but, I don't really have any feelings on it now.
Terrible. I had Kentucky making the Final Four, and they got beat in the first round by St. Peter's, and I had them the first exit, and they made it all the way to the Elite Eight. So, didn't think Villanova was going to make it as far as they have. North Carolina, didn't think they were going to make it that far. I had Kansas pretty far up, but yeah, it's terrible. Probably the worst bracket I've ever made, I'm not going to lie.
Both games are going to take place this Saturday with tip-off starting around 6 p.m. That's all I have for you this week, but don't go anywhere as we'll be right back with more news from Abby and Jaden right after this.
It's so hot. Where am I?
Why, you're at Moorhead State University's wonderful pool, located at the rec center.
Wow, I want to swim right away.
But you can't swim like that.
Ah!
Now get in, you silly. Go online and reserve your lane today.
Wow, this trash is piling up. I need to throw it away.
Don't be rash. Recycle your trash.
Did you know Moorhead State University has a satellite campus in Ashland? The campus offers you the opportunity to complete bachelor's and master's degrees from the ACTC campus. With small class numbers, the 2 most popular programs offered here are the social work and education programs. For more information, contact the transfer coordinator, Jen Timmerman, or the director of the Ashland campus, Dr. Nancy Preston.
Camden Carroll Library has a variety of services to offer, including database access, MSU archives, reservable class space, the Tutoring and Learning Center, and more. Whether you're an MSU student, faculty member, or someone diving into a research project, Camden Carroll Library is there to support you. For more information, visit Kim Carroll Library online today.
Morehead State University ROTC Raider Company is hosting a raffle for several items, including a Yeti Tundra 35, a $30 Wendy's gift card, MSU merchandise, Morehead cinema passes, and more. To enter the raffle, you can Venmo at MSU Raider Company $10 for 1 entry or $40 for 5. The winners will be announced on April 16th on MSU ROTC's social media pages.
The Morehead State University Farm Greenhouses will host several flower and vegetable plant sales on April 22nd through the 24th, April 29th through May 1st, and May 6th through the 8th. Annual flowers, baskets, vegetables, and herbs will be available. Cash or check will be the only payment accepted. All proceeds support the MSU Horticulture Program and the MSU Agriculture Department. For more information, visit the Morehead State Agriculture Department's Instagram page.
The Fall in Love with Your Major event was put on last week by career services. Students that had attended opportunities for career services staff to help them find the major right for them, explore options in switching majors, and learn about academic and career opportunities within their major. Students also completed the type focus assessment with staff available to help them understand their results. If you were unable to attend this event and would like to meet with career services, contact their office at 606-783-2233 or email to careerservices@moreheadstate.edu.
Career Services is hosting an internship workshop. The event is going to be held next Wednesday at 3:30 in room 201 of the library. The workshop is intended to help answer all of the most frequently asked questions about internships. They aim to cover what internships are, how to find them, how to get course credit, and more. To RSVP for the event, visit the Eagle Link website. And to find more information and schedule an appointment with Career Services, visit their website, moreheadstate.edu/career.
So for Thursday, 54 degrees is a high, mostly cloudy skies with a low of 36. For Friday, 48, partly sunny skies with a low of 32. And for Saturday, mostly cloudy with a low of 39. Now for Sunday, that's going to be better weather than we've seen these past couple of days. Mostly sunny skies with a low of 38. And as we go through the week, temperatures begin to climb, but also, like I said before, where it is spring, showers are likely at any time.
I can't believe it's almost about to snow tomorrow, and it was almost 80 degrees yesterday.
I know, and tomorrow there is chances of snow still in the forecast. So even though it is spring, early spring, there are still chances of winter weather to come around. So if you all are commuting back home, be careful Friday night.
I still don't know how I feel about snow in April, though.
Well, I think it's because we see, the pretty flowers and stuff on campus, and we get a touch of that almost 80-degree weather, and we're enjoying it, and then we almost get a culture shock with like 32-degree lows and stuff like that. It's just unreal.
I just hope this can be the last bit of that winter weather.
Me
Ready
too.
to move past it. Spring and summer weather.
Yes.
Mother Nature really has its way of just constantly surprising us.
Oh, it does, all the
it?
time. Just like that winds that came through last night. I mean,
Absolutely.
They were scary. They were terrible. Yeah.
Well, that's all the news we have from us here at NewsCenter. Good night, and thanks for watching.